Hi everyone, today we're looking at how Jesus relates to sinners. Jesus went out beside the lake again. The whole crowd came to him and he began to teach them. And as he continued along, he saw Levi, Alphaeus' son, sitting at a kiosk for collecting taxes. Jesus said to him, "Follow me." And Levi got up and followed him. And Jesus sat down to eat at Levi's house. Many tax collectors and sinners were eating with Jesus and his disciples. Indeed, many of them became his followers. When some of the legal experts from among the Pharisees saw that he was eating with sinners and tax collectors, they asked his disciples, "Why is he eating with sinners and tax collectors?" When Jesus heard it, he said to them, "Healthy people don't need a doctor, but sick people do. I didn't come to call righteous people, but sinners." In his ministry, Jesus rarely tells people, "Stop sinning." I can think of two occasions where he tells somebody, "Go and sin no more," or something like that. It's never how he starts the conversation. But don't people need to know that they're sinning? Well, sin, our thoughts and actions that harm ourselves and others, it is destructive. But Jesus knows that you don't start the conversation there. See, we tend to think that the process of becoming a good Christian is first you behave, you do the right things, then you believe the right things like we do, and then you get to belong. But the way Jesus does his ministry is he starts with belonging first. And then you come to believe who he is. And then you change your behavior. He opens his arms first and then see how God changes hearts. Right, that's what Jesus is doing here when he just goes up to Levi and says, "Follow me." And then he goes and Jesus eats with him and his sinful buddies. But that's condoning the sinful lifestyle, right? These religious leaders complain. Well, a lot of times concerns about condoning are really just condemnation in disguise. Jesus knows that if people are actually going to be healed and have a real change of heart, you have to start with grace. Listen, there's plenty of people that I want to sit down and explain to them how wrong they are about all these things. And inviting people to the table doesn't mean that we're just ignoring harmful things that they're doing. Sometimes, though, when we sit down with sinners, we're the ones who are changed. Maybe my righteousness is just a self-centered desire to think I'm right. We learn not to focus on their external sin, but to see the hate in our own heart. Instead, though, if we can invite others and let ourselves truly be invited to Jesus' table, that's where we can all experience life together.